Opened back in 2003. Have a look at the link. Lincoln Financial Field, where 70,000 are rocking and ready to go in Philadelphia. Coming up, a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a potential classic in store, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. One of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl in 2 weeks' time. Which will it be as we're underway in the NFC title game?
So run it down. The sun is out. To run it down. Get your money up. I can run it down. On all of us. On my people now. On what I love. Ooh, baby, we run it down. Yeah, the minute the sun is out.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. Now a first carry here for the running back. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. They'll set up a throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 30. A nice throw there. And this is a quarterback, you remember, looking to do what no other rookie has done, and that's lead his team into the Super Bowl.
And now you've made me go back down memory lane a little bit because we have had a few guys come close. Think about Patrick Mahomes in 2018. Second year in the league, but his first as a full-time starter. I go back to 2000 with the Vikings and Dante Culpepper. Also his first year as a starter. But this would be something I think would be very noteworthy.
Here's 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. And it's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A great effort there. 30 yards. And the Eagles have struck first in this NFC title game. Elliott good on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. Looking to put a drive together.
Cowboy 80. Red Hawk 70. Bronco 80.
They run. Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Well, right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
It's been a long season, but he still looks fresh running the football. He knows his guys are one game away from the Super Bowl, so he's going to give it all he's got. And that's a heck of a run right there.
Warrior 70. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. Trap 50. Trap 50.
Here's Daniels. And this taken in by Downs. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down about the 39. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
This is good for a first down, his second grab in this NFC Championship bout. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows to get the ball to him right away.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's second down.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Cowboy 80.
Daniels looking to throw. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. A good pickup there on 22. So they gave up the early touchdown. This has been a pretty good response. Nice drive, taking it down first and goal.
And I know all the cliches jump in, right? Don't get away from your game plan too early. Make sure you're settled down. Don't panic. But it's all true, isn't it? Because otherwise, you get out of what you plan to do during the game, and it's still early. Don't get crazy because you gave one up. Just respond as you just noted.
And hold on here because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. And the ball smacked dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready.
Now a guy who went to prep school right here in Philly, DeAndre Swift. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. DeAndre Swift, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Commanders are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Now 2nd and 9.
They'll drop the throw. That's going to be caught by Rivers. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A big play there. 47 yards. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
Here we go. Panthers, Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Warriors 70. 79 Broncos. Let's go.
Play action, now it's Daniels. Throw left side complete. That's Andrews. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, trying to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
60 Maverick. 18 Pioneer. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Cup 19. Cup 19.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Yet again, targeting and finding Mark Andrews. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Let's go. 19 Tiger. 19, 18.
And McLaurin, the motion man right. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2. As they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go.
Okay, ready? Connect. Press all 80. 19 tight. 19 tight. Trap 60. Trap 60.
Working out of the gun, Daniels. That one out wide and intercepted. Picked off by Jihad Campbell. And the Eagles are going to take over here up near the 40.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
These guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball. And what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Now Daniels. A short throw caught by Andrews. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down.
Cup 19. Cup 19. Panther 11. Panther 11. Ready.
Throwing now is Daniels. He's going to air one out. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take possession here at their own 33. Well, they tried to take their shot right there, but the ball hung up a little too long, and it's intercepted.
And when you describe trying to take their shot right there, usually the ball has to be thrown on a little bit more of a line. You just mentioned it. The ball hung up there. The reaction time of the defenders, they win the day and intercept it.
They'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
Yeah, they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground.
That's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. 49 yards rushing for him now. A strong performance here this first half with a Super Bowl berth on the line. Here's Guerrero on 1st down. Down to the 42, 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And he's going to be stopped close to the 1st down marker at Washington's 12-yard line.
It's 36.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've run the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now a handoff as they run left side. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
He's got a man. It's his fullback.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. It's a gain of 8, and it's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Now a 2nd and 2. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll try and sneak it here. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
A handoff as they run the counter play. Now the Commanders going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? And they'll give them another shot here on the ground. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
He'll try and do this himself. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds, right around the 7. And now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. They already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
Commanders take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
To throw is Daniels. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Distant average. Stick. Ready. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal.
To the air goes Daniels. Slings this deep from McLaurin. It's caught inside the 25. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory.
That's good for a Commanders first down. First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He'll get this off to Swift. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
And so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down. A nice safe throw and a good one.
Back to throw again. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Eagles are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get him next time out.
And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they have work to do in the second half if they want to earn that berth to the Super Bowl.
And I'm pretty sure this is where their coaches at halftime were saying don't panic and then demonstrating it by not making a lot of drastic changes to the game plan. Let's just get back to doing what we've been doing all year long. That should be more than good enough.
A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a first down himself.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Now Daniels going to keep it. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Back to throw. Daniels. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Sidney Brown with it. And the Eagles are going to get it back here just past the 35. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they had the big halftime lead. Their defense just helped them out further by forcing the turnover, so things are starting to look pretty rosy.
They certainly are, but they've got to be careful about getting complacent, though. They still need to go out and run their offense efficiently.
91 yards rushing for him now as he tries to will his guys into the Super Bowl.
Let's go now. Go.
Right back to him on first down. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
He'll look to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. On first down, he'll drop to throw.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Tough spot here. 3rd down and 11.
To throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Jake Elliott on for the field goal.
The kick by Elliott is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
Whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin the second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they wanted it.
And oh, my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And the Eagles are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Looking to put a drive together. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all these picks have been his fault. You know?
And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
And the Commanders will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
Commanders take over 1st and 10 at their own.
Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target.
Warriors 70, 18, Pioneer, 79 Broncos.
Here's 2nd and 8. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. They'll get 34 yards there.
18 runner, 18 runner, 2.
A gain of 34 yards.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
And the Commanders' 1st down.
Looking to throw. Daniels. Touchdown. Mark Andrews from 19 yards away.
And the Commanders take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points.
Extra point right down the middle. And that cuts this lead down to 13. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
They're on 35-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And this is going to be an Eagles first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. A give running left now, Garindo. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Isaac Garindo, 54 yards. And the Eagles continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. And he's got it here for the 2 points, but there is a marker down, so we'll have to see what that's about. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against them.
Now that Eagle offense will stay out there as he'll go for 2. They'll look to throw. That's caught. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Daniels. A throw left side, hauled in by Lane. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down.
Warriors 70. Let's go now. 79 Bronx. Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
Back to throw. Daniels. His pass left side to Downs. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter.
Ready? 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here.
Let's go.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's going.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Here's Daniels. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
A gain of 19 yards. That's another Washington first down. 1st and goal.
1 quarter remains until the NFC crowns its champion. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, a 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Commanders have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And the pieces have fallen into place to this point. They've got a 2-score lead in the fourth quarter. A berth to the Super Bowl resting on their ability to see this one through to the end. So from the 37, here's a 2nd and 8. They're going to look to throw. Short throw to Musgrave. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defense coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
70 Timberwolves. Buffalo 18.
2nd and 9 now. And he's got his man in stride, complete. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Again, it's Garendo. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. They'll try the middle with Garendo. Touchdown, Philadelphia! Isaac Garendo with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Eagles are closing in on a Super Bowl berth now as they extend their 4th quarter lead. They'll try and throw for it. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And their dream of a Super Bowl berth so close 3 quarters ago, but obviously starting to slip away if it hasn't already. They need points here and in a hurry. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight end.
And now off to the races, down the right side. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Mark Andrews, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Commanders are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point splits the uprights. And that cuts this lead down to 13. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35.
Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
First down.
And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Open man is Musgrave, the tight end. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. A nice throw there by this rookie from Michigan State. It results in a first down.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
On the give, it's Gorindo. Gets around him. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
At the 12-yard line.
2 yards to go, second down. Another try for Gorindo. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively.
Well, we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, second and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. That one looks like he'll throw here. The quick slant caught. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal.
4 yards on the pickup. It's now 3rd.
They'll set up to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Luke Musgrave, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles have put this one to bed here in the fourth quarter. Now the Eagles will once again go for the 2-point try.
Will set up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll set up a throw. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here.
The score, Eagles 47, Commanders 28. Elliott to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try to hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Daniels looking to throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And my goodness, another interception. And the Eagles are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
That is incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. This is intercepted. How about this?
He's to the 10.
The disaster there, I mean, you saw it coming. The pressure gets knocked down, the interception.
Sometimes the best throw you make is the one you don't make. Exactly. Take care of the football. He'll also learn how to shrug his shoulders, take the proper slide steps to alleviate some of the pressure.
Zach Ball.
The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8.
It's second down and goal.
Now Daniels. And it's caught. And he takes it in for a Commanders touchdown. Jalen Lane from 13 yards out. And the Commanders take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points.
Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the Eagles are going to recover. And that might be enough to put a bow on this one. And bulldozing his way through. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Now he's going to... And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Touchdown. He goes 81 yards on the kickoff return. And the Commanders are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. This is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, huh?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie.
And it's nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. And what a ride it has been. NFC champs, they have punched their ticket to the biggest show in sports.
And what a way to get there, to go the entire season and then play for the right to go to the Super Bowl and the right to call themselves NFC champs. Elation has to abound.
And that will do it for this one. For Charles Davis, myself, and the entire crew, will see you in 2 weeks at the Super Bowl.